Just talk about the composure that your team was able to hold down the stretch to be able to pull this one out.
Yeah, obviously, game got very emotional, and I was hit with a tech, and then Jamal was hit with a quick tech. But I'm proud of our guys because after that, we kind of just talked about we're not going to get the calls. They lead the league in fewest free throw attempts allowed, so we just have to worry about what we can control. And down the stretch, we got key stops. We executed. I thought Mason's defense was terrific. I thought Wilson Chandler's game was fantastic tonight. Nikola gets his third triple-double. So to beat that team in front of an unbelievable home crowd, the night that we have Allen Iverson, Camby, and Kenyon Martin in the house, it was a special win for us. But to your point, Allie, I love the fact that we didn't just fall apart. It was going that direction, but we were able to manage to pull ourselves together and control what we could control, and that is a hell of a win for us.
How much does that prove that this team is growing, finding confidence in that?
Yeah, I think it proves a lot, and I think we've been playing. I think we're 10-3 now in the last 13 games. We're 7-1 in the month of February against some really good basketball teams. So I think this team has great belief. Even when Nikola fouled out, put Mason in, put Trey Lyles in, and those guys are out there competing and helping us get a really important win. And we're doing it with young guys. That's what I think hopefully our fans realize. Yes, we're winning games, but who we're winning with and who we're beating. I really want this city to take hold of what this team is doing and support them like they did tonight, because I think we have something special brewing here, and it's a fun time to be a Nugget fan.
Yeah, so speaking of Mason's performance overall, taking the charge, but holding defensively.
Yeah, he was. LaMarcus Aldridge is a low. He's an all-star, and I thought in the first half we did a really good job with him in the post. We gave help. They're going to make adjustments. They came out in the third quarter. They scored a couple of times really easy. We went right back to being big, and Mason allows you to guard him one-on-one. And down the stretch, we didn't have to double team. Mace had him, made him work, took a charge, set a great screen and roll, finishes with a left-hand dunk. It was a hell of a win for us, and Mason was a big part of it. But everybody that played and all the guys on the bench, it was a team win, and I couldn't be prouder for our guys.
And Nikola Jokic, third consecutive triple-double.
Yeah, it's I expect it almost every night now. If you look at it, I think the last 13 games he's averaging close to a triple-double. The guy is a hell of a player, and I really want him to start getting the recognition he deserves. He wasn't an all-star. He's not in the MVP conversation, but when you look at his numbers, that guy should be an all-star. He should be in the MVP conversation. He is one of the best all-around players in the game. Not young players, not big guys, not small guys. He's one of the best players in the NBA right now. And he's proving it against the best teams and the best players every single night. So at some point, he and some point our team will get the respect they deserve, because right now we're not getting it.
Yeah, what do you think it's going to take for him?
I love you too, Pop.
Pop tends to disagree on that one. But what do you think it's going to take for Nikola to get that respect?
We just got to keep winning. And we're not. It's going to come at some point, but we just have to keep on worrying about ourselves, keep on winning games. We have 23 games left now. It doesn't get any easier. We're playing Houston on Sunday afternoon, a team that's blown us out twice. So we still have a lot of heavy lifting to do. But if we continue to win and we continue to play really exciting, good basketball, people will take notice. And I think there's some people that understand what Nikola's doing, what we're doing. But overall, I think a lot of people are just, they don't even understand what's going on right now in Denver.
So what goes through your mind when Nikola picks up that sixth foul, and you got to finish those last basically 2 minutes without him?
Well, what goes in my mind is I'm thankful that Mason Plumlee's healthy and he's back, and you can throw him out there. Mason started for us many games and helped us win many games, and I'm a big believer in Mason Plumlee. So all year long, since Paul Millsap's been out, anytime one of our other players has been out with injury, next man up. And okay, Nikola's out. They called an offensive foul. Trey Lyles, get in there. Mace, you're in there. Let's win the game. And obviously, for us to close that game out against a veteran team is a step in the right direction for us.
What are you surprised that Gary's kind of the one that he had the step back jumper and then the dunk in transition?
Yeah.
It was kind of the one. Mason had the dunks to sort of seal the deal, but Gary had those two big plays too.
And prior to that, Wilson Chandler got the rebound.
Yeah.
and the outlet pass. I mean, Wilson Chandler tonight goes out there and gets 18 points, 16 rebounds. I think Wilson Chandler, ever since the trade deadline has ended, Wilson Chandler's been fantastic for us, and I think he deserves to be recognized for his play tonight, but also since the deadline, because he's been a different Wilson Chandler. But yeah, Gary gets a step back on the switch against LaMarcus. He gets a run-out dunk. Mason gets a big dunk. It was a lot of big plays down the stretch, but we got timely stops, and we were able to get the rebound and generate some transition opportunities. And I think second half, we outscored them 15-2 on second chance points. First half, they were kicking our butt on the glass. Our guys did a much better job in the second half of game rebounding and limiting them to one shot.
Going back to what you said about getting respect from officials, is that what it's going to take, just winning to maybe shorten up that free throw discrepancy tonight?
I'm not even going to talk about the officials, because if I say anything, I'm going to get fined. So I have no comment regarding the officials. Zero.
Jamal Murray pulled everybody together in that fourth quarter on the court when things started to get a little bit chaotic. What have you seen from him as a leader of really rallying these guys together and getting them to calm down there in that situation?
I mean, I even saw Gary Harris doing it. I mean, again, back-to-back techs. It is what it is, but what I loved is that our guys, and hey, it's a tie game. It's 112-112. Let's find enough poise under pressure to rally, stay together, and when you have a guy that turned 21 years old today, being the voice of your team, when you have Gary Harris, a 23-year-old young player, that's really inspiring, because now you have young guys that are taking the responsibility of being a vocal leader and living it, and I think they have the respect of their teammates where their voice will be heard. And that's always great to see when you have young guys stepping up like that.
To go back to Wilson Chandler for a second, you mentioned since the trade deadline that he's really, obviously played fantastic. What has it been that's sort of allowed him to kind of have that shift that's been so dramatic?
I just see a confident, aggressive Wilson Chandler. That's all I see. The way he shot the ball tonight, he's stepping into his shot, shooting it with confidence, defending, rebounding. When you play with aggression, when you play with confidence, good things are going to happen. And right now, that's what I see with Wilson. I just see a guy that is at peace with himself. He's going out there, competing at a high level, playing aggressive basketball, and playing with great confidence.
Thanks, Coach.